Okay, I'm back for the Tell the Truth channel. Please like and subscribe and come back for more contents when I put it out. I would appreciate that very much if y'all please like and subscribe. And please hit the like button. I would appreciate that very much if y'all do that. Okay. I went to my grandson's graduation and it was beautiful. I had a nice time. It was really beautiful. I had a nice time at this graduation. So while I was in there at the graduation, I heard the teacher tell everybody that was in the graduation to please not scream and hollow out until the graduation, until the children get up to come and get their diplomas. But they told them to wait till everybody get their diplomas. Then they can holler and scream and shout and all that. But they did not listen to what the teachers them said do. See, this is what God is talking about. The people do not want to listen. They still want to run the world the way they want to run the world, and this is not their world. This is God's world. And that's why God is down here about to change the world, because he's tired of people being so disrespectful. So if the teachers told them to sit down and wait, that's what they should have did. They should have just sat down and waited, and then they would have had their chance to graduate their children. But no, they wanted to show their true colors, and which they did. They showed their true colors, how they really are. And that just made the teachers look like, then why are we having these graduations if these parents is not bound by our rules when we tell them to do the things that they should do? We giving these children these graduations because we proud of the children doing the work that they do in school. So what is the problem of the parents respecting our wishes and giving us what we ask? And that is so true. What is the problem? So why can't parents just go in there and act like adults and just sit down and just wait till the teachers get through talking and then join in and do what they want to do? But it's just that they be so happy for their children that they can't wait. And I can understand that. I can understand that. So don't get me wrong, because I have done that too a couple of times, and for my kids' graduation, to get all excited over their graduation, which I did that too at my grandson's graduation. Even though they said not do it, I did it. And I'm speaking the truth. So that's why I'm throwing myself under the bus as I throw everybody else under the bus. I'm throwing myself under the bus too. Yes. So that's why I say that we need to respect the teachers when they say, let the kids get their diplomas and stuff before we start, getting all excited. And that makes a lot of sense. So now I know next time I go to a graduation or my children's or my grandchildren's, I am just going to sit there and just wait till they get through, and then I'm going to do what I do. Because that made a lot of sense on what they said. A lot of sense. So if I'm sitting here saying that these teachers is right, they are right. They are truly right. And I respect what they say. I respect what they say. So as we was leaving from the graduation, and I went to the park. So I started going to the park and start asking people to do their testimony about God and what God have done for them. So people start, I asked people to testify. They came. Some people didn't want to testify. Some people said, sure, I would love to do that. So some people came up and they started testifying and saying that what they like about what God did for them and how God pulled them out of a lot of situations that they got themselves into. And I said that was beautiful, that, God pulled you out of the situation that you got yourself into. That's good, that you have something to testify about what God have done to save your life or save anybody else's life in your family that went through something that, that was tragedy. So I told them that was beautiful, and I was grateful that they decided to testify for me to let me know the situation that they went through in their lives, So they did, and I loved it. And I ran into this other dude. I ran into this man, and I asked him to testify, and he said, okay. So he started because he said, well, you know what? I'm going ahead and testify because I might end up blowing up off this. I said, okay, so I appreciate it if you go ahead and testify. If you think you're going to blow up off of it, then that's good. Yeah, that's good. You feel like that. So go ahead, tell me what you think. So he started testifying about the things he went through in his life, and he was talking about the things that he experienced in his life and all that. And, I was glad that he did it, that he testified it. And then he did say that he was under, he was high, but I didn't look at that because, God don't judge people for the things that they do in their life. He just wants them to change their life for the better. For by him speaking on what he was on, that he said it, that was a good thing that he told the truth, that he was high. He, told the truth. And that was a good thing that he did say that, that I'm high and I'm trying to speak my words right. And he did a good job speaking what he felt, what he went through. And I told him, don't worry about it, because like I said, God don't judge people for what they go through. He judge people he don't judge people at all. He just want people to change their ways and the things that they do. So maybe what he said when he said he was high, that might make him decide to say, you know what, I actually said this to the people out there in the world. Maybe I need to change my my life. I need to change the things, the way I'm living my life. Maybe he might see that now and change it. Because sometimes people got to hear themselves and realize what they do after they hear themselves, and then they change themselves. So I'm just hoping and praying that he do change himself, even though he told the truth on himself. That was a good thing that he had did, And I wasn't mad at him because he did what he did. He said the truth. And this is what it's about. It's Tell the Truth channel. So he told the truth, and I was grateful that he said what he was on, and that was good. He admitted it. So I had ran into two I think they was teenagers, or they probably was college girls. And I was talking to them, and they was telling me what they went through in their lives, and what they experienced. So I told them, well, we all went through things in our lives, and God helped us through the situations that we've been through, and got us out of the situations that we been through. And that was the reason for, to go through what you go through, because when you go through things, you can always call on God, and God gonna always be there to try to pull you out the situation that you go into when you call on him. That's just what he's for. When you need him and you down and out, and you can't get out of the situation that you in, then you call on God, and God comes and he pull you out of it. So no matter what you're going through, You just go to him and lay it down to his feet and talk to him about it, and he will calm and make everything better and help you through it. And after you get through talking to God, then you look back at yourself and say, look, I feel a whole lot better now. Since I went to God and talked to God about what I went through, then you look up at yourself and then you feel a whole lot better after you done talked to God. That's what he does. He's there for everybody. Whatever you're going through, no matter what it is, God is always there to help you pull you out of the situation you are going through, no matter what it is. So if you feel down and out about whatever, just call on God and he will help you through it. All you got to do is call on him, because you can't work it out by yourself. The stuff that you go through, you cannot work it out by yourself. So the best thing you can do is go to God and ask God for help, and God will pull you out that situation. He will pull you out. So that's what you do when you talking about things that you go through in your life. You go to God and God help you through it. That's why he say he always there for everybody, no matter what it is. He's there for everybody. No matter what you go through, he is there to help you, pull you out of the situation you in. No matter what it is, he is there to help you and pull you out of it. But you got to walk by faith, and then you got to go to him. And once you walk by faith and you go to him, then you know things are going to change, because you walked by faith and then you went to him and asked him to help you. And that's what he does. And that's why he down here on this earth, to help people through all the situations that they go through. That's why he say, call on me when you are going through something. Call on me, because that's what I'm here for, is to help you out the situations that you are going in, and he can pull you out of it. God is a good, kind, understanding, loving God. And he's there for everybody. No matter what it is, he's there for you. Good, bad, ugly, whatever it is, he's there. But he don't always want y'all coming to him when y'all need something. He wants y'all to come to him when y'all don't need nothing. Come to him when you're not struggling. Come to him when you just want to just talk about whatever you want to talk about. God loves jokes. He like people cracking jokes. He like that too. If you want to crack a joke and talk to God, then crack a joke. He like that too. Whatever you want to do. He's there to listen to whatever you're going through. But he don't always want you coming to him when you want something from him. He wants you to come to him when you don't want nothing from him. He just want to hear y'all come to him anyway and show y'all praise to him and praise him and show him that y'all love him and that y'all want to be with him. Not just for the gifts that he give y'all, to show y'all kindness and understanding and love that y'all need from him, and not just his gifts. Like when you out there in the world sometime, just holler out there in the world and say, I love you, God. You know, just let him know, I love you. I praise you. You are my Father. Let him know that. Holler it out to the world. He will love to hear that. Let the world know that you love him. Yeah. Ain't no problem with doing that. And what people think, let them think what they want to think. Let them think what they want to think. Because let me tell you something. One day I was walking down the street. And I was talking to I really wasn't talking to myself. I was talking to God. And this man walked past and saw me talking. And he looked at me and I said, excuse me, I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to God. And then he said, oh, okay, I understand. I understand that, because, sometimes people, they get out here and sometimes y'all think that people be talking to themselves, but really sometimes people be talking to God. It don't always that they be talking to themselves. They could be talking to God, or they could be talking to somebody else. Whatever they going through, they could be talking to themselves. But everybody don't talk to themselves. Some people be talking to God. So when I told him I was talking to God, he said, okay, I understand that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Anyway, and I started laughing, he started laughing, and then he just kept walking. Because that's what people do. Sometimes people just be out there talking to the Lord. They ain't got to have a problem to just talk to God. They talk to God because they going through things and they want to talk to them. Because they could have just had a situation out there in the streets with somebody, and then they start walking down the street talking to God and telling God the situation, what they went through. Because God already sees the situation that everybody go through anyway. He sees that, but he still rather hear from the people. He rather hear from y'all what y'all going through. Even though he see it, he want to hear it from you. So you can go through anything out there in that world, and then you just up and you talking to God, and people think you talking to themselves, talking to yourself. So you let them think what they want to think. You know who you talking to. You know who you talking to, so you don't have to worry about that. And people got to understand that. They got to get with, everybody ain't got to have a problem to talk to God. And if they think these other people is having problems, maybe they is. Everybody go through things in their life. Everybody have a situation that they go through in their lives. And other people don't understand. So don't get upset when somebody lash out at you out there. They could be going through something. That's why they lashing out. All you do is just say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you or whatever. Or just keep walking. Don't argue with the person. Just keep walking. Because if you argue with the person, you're going to make the situation worse than it already is. So it's better to just walk away. When you say something to somebody and they snap off or they don't say nothing back, then just keep walking. Because they're probably going through something. Everybody goes through things on this earth. Ain't nobody perfect. God didn't create none of us perfect. So that's what goes on down here. And that's why God is down here, to change the situation that everything is going on down here. He don't want none of this stuff in his new world. He want everybody to be happy. He want everybody to have patience. He want everybody to be, loving and kind to each other. So if you do have a situation, then just wait till you get home. Or, pull back on it. Don't throw your situation out on somebody else. Just pull back and then wait until you get by yourself or whatever, and then, handle it. Or wait till you get home and handle it. Don't throw it out on nobody else, because don't nobody else know what you're going through. Don't nobody else know that. So you got to hold that to yourself. And that's why the world is the way it is. Because people get upset at what they're going through, then they take it out on the people in the world, and then everything just go corrupt. And that's why the world is so corrupt, because everybody is going all wiggly whacked. And they don't know why they're going wiggly whacked. So that's why they need to pull together and then calm down and then say, you know what? Why should I take out my situation on somebody else when it ain't even their problem what I'm going through? That's what you got to think about, Or before you walk out your house, think about it, before you walk out that door. Because then when you take that anger out there, you're going to take it out to somebody else, and then something can always go down that can be worse, and then you can't change it. You can't go back on it. And you got to look at that. So you got to make the world a better place. You can't keep taking your anger out there in the world and throwing it at everybody and making everybody have a bad day because you got a bad day. You're going to make everybody else have a bad day. That's not how it's supposed to go. Everybody should be able to go walk out there in that world and have a good day. Regardless of what they're going through, they should be able to have a good day. They shouldn't have to listen to nobody else's drama or whatever somebody else is going through. They shouldn't have to feel that person's vibe of what they're going through. So y'all just gotta get it together, because like I said, this world is about to end sooner or later. And there's a lot of people is not coming in that new world. There's a lot of people is not coming in that new world. Everybody, people got to change themselves. They got to change it. You got to change your ways and be right and be righteous and do the right thing. So that's what I want to talk to y'all about. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day. And please subscribe and hit the like button. And come back for more contents when I put more out. Thank y'all. Have a good day and a blessed day. And God bless y'all.